Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today you got Ron and Corn Dog. We're gonna be up on the farm. So, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, card that one right here if you guys are curious. Hello, Daisy. Daisy and I need to take a load out to the grain processor an hour and a half west. So we're gonna take a 3.5, 4 hour journey over to the grain processor. And then we'll be back and hopefully be chopping earlets. That's the plan for today as far as I am aware. So let's get her done. Dryer is running. We are cooking corn right now. And the feeder house is back on the combine, so they've done quite a bit this morning. Got the dryer going, and it's dumping into this bin right here. And the feeder house is back on the 70. Still got a couple probably hours of tightening chains and belts, putting belts on before we're ready to roll. And I'm guessing the boys are out, Darren and Nathan are hauling manure. Looks like I'm gonna be riding low today. The raise is unhooked. Oh well. Let's go load Daisy up, do a pre-trip. What you doing? What you doing, Corn Dog? Come here. Hi. Oh, you're so happy. Been a couple months for her to be on the farm, so she is definitely happy. I'm just going around, got my flashers on, making sure all the lights are working, making sure all the tires are good, and then we'll head out. We are freewheeling. It's always a good deal to start and clutch in to make sure your brakes are unlocked. So as pure tradition, my fuel oil is almost out, so I gotta go south to Goose Lake, fill up with some fuel before we head west. And the guys are gonna finish up the combine, keep hauling manure, and hopefully tonight when I get back we can be chopping some earlage. That's the hope, at least. All right, let's get some fuel. We'll put about 150 bucks in at 450. Whee, I remember it was only 4 bucks. About 150 bucks at 450 would be roughly, I don't know, 40 gallons, something like that, a little less. That should get me there and back, no problem. You ready to go, Corn Dog? Let's go. Let's go. Got some construction going on in Charlotte. The only stoplight on this side of the county, that's for sure. Must be doing some bridge work. I love Jake brakes in the morning. There's the new John Deere they're building. Gonna be a nice dealership. That's a nice truck there. Hey. Going by one of the bigger John Deere dealers. I think it's one of their main stores. There's a lot more combines on the lot than I thought there'd be. Could that be a change in the times? Market's starting to slow down for equipment? I personally think so. So just getting into Cedar Rapids, I was on the phone with my buddy, so I couldn't show you guys, but there were quite a few people cutting beans west of Mount Vernon, but not too much before that. Haven't been in here during harvest in a long time. Long time. I used to work for a trucking company, so I spent plenty of hours in here at 5 in the morning. Man, we got a lot of Freightliner Century classes right here. Got my truck, that truck, and the truck coming in behind me. Right there, in the mirror. Ladies. Hi, Pops. So this is a little different than the one we go to in Clinton. It's a lot more efficient. They have 2 probes and they are quick. And there's a scanning method, like a blue RFID scanning method as opposed to the normal one we do. This one right here. Now we're probed. They got our sample. Now we'll go weigh in. Right at 88,000 as I knew I'd be, because I am just the expert loader. Now we head to 142, which is the north dump. I don't think they're sending anybody to the pile yet. Once they get full and trucks start backing up, they'll start dumping in their pile right here. I think they can hold well over 1 million bushels. Dump our load, our hopper, our air back there I should say. We'll go dump here soon. They're always doing some work. Got a crane and doing some stuff way up there. Time to go. Time to dump our load. record, this is old crop. Corn from last year. Time to head home. There's our load. Let's roll. There's a John Deere. And there's a corn dog. Check out this guy. Case IH 9250, 8250, one of those two. Pulling its header. Back down FP1. 8250. Case IH running. Right next to the John Deere dealer. Ouch. Ouch. Someone made a boo-boo. The framing of a building collapsed in the middle. But I don't think we had any bad storms, so I'm guessing user error. Ouch. Intermodal train, probably heading to the Port of California, Port of LA or something like that. 5 engines, sweet. Some guys are already putting on fall fertilizer. Starting on next year's crops. Rough gravel road, but there's some C12Fs and a C16F in there too. Good job, corn dog. Guys waiting for beans to dry up. Nice S780, I'm guessing, 770. Anyone know what this is? It's from Collins Aerospace, so like, it's something with GPS or satellites or something, I have no clue. Anybody know? I think that guy's confused. You don't use that in the fall. Ah, wild deer up on its perch. All natural. Crikey. Nah, just kidding. Cracking high moisture corn. We made it, Daisy. Good job, corn dog. Alright, let's let this thing cool down, go grab my vehicle, come load all her stuff up, and then head over and grab my tea. It's 3 o'clock. Grandma's still in the hospital. So I actually made dinner for the guys today. Made what we call Korean beef. It's essentially a beef stir fry with, I don't know who gave it to us, who gave us the recipe, but it's delicious. Let's go get something to eat. Daisy looking at the big dogs. Oh, she was. So I'm just gonna swing by here, fill up this water for the cows. Mainly so we can empty this tank and bring in some more water if we need. That tank fits about 700 gallons, and we got 800 gallons in here. So we'll do it once now, we'll fill it up again tonight and go let it fill under the hydrant. Hi, Daisy. This is what corn looks like. Well, this is weeds here. What do you think of the corn? She doesn't like it. Which I wouldn't either. Something that's like 10 times your size. So it sounds like we're gonna be doing some ear lids this afternoon. Pat's gotta take off to go to see Amber's last volleyball game. So we'll see how much we get done. Dog? Big dog. Oh, Daisy doesn't like that. You must have came at her too quick. That's good enough. Well, my meal that I brought down, Korean beef, was a hit. This was literally a full crock pot. Those boys eat a lot. Ready, Daisy? Ready to go? Let's go. All done with manure for a little bit. And we'll throw it back on the combine. Unloading corn from the other day. Going in the wet bin. Just finishing dumping this truck. The guys are going to start the 70 for the first time since a major rebuild. Now she's running. That's a plus. They're keeping it running. Sweet. Just airing up the truck. All right, let's check out this 1066. It's got our grinder on the back. Let's fire it up. Grind some corn for the calves up in Bellevue. Going to go grind some corn. So this is our grinder. It's an 838 farmhand. Basically what it does is quite literally, it does, what do you think? It grinds up feed and mixes it all together. So we got a hammer mill up there. We can put corn, wheat, whatever we want in there. It grinds it up to a pulp so the calves can eat it. Just kidding, we decided to switch gears and filled up the quad with a little bit of corn. It's a lot quicker. We're gonna take it over to the pit and dump it. And here's our big old construction project. She's done. This is gonna be our high moisture corn pit, or bunker, whatever you wanna call it. As we've said before, it's roughly 10 feet shorter than this, maybe 12. So it's only gonna fit, not gonna fit near as much, but with high moisture corn, you don't need it to fit as much. So we're excited to try it out and fill it up here in the next couple weeks. All right, time to hook this thing up. Keep going. All right, time to start grinding. There she is. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but for now, we gotta keep grinding. Got about half full right now with earlage and corn. We're gonna go put some oats in and then finish off the corn. Now we're gonna put oats in. Oats was from the it's in that gravity wagon right there. We just have an old gravity wagon sitting in there. Hi, Casey. Good girl. Good girl. Now we're putting in protein and we'll finish off with corn. There's just something about old iron. I love running it. Grinder's full. We're gonna put it in the feed truck. Now we're loading it into a feed truck. This will take it up to Bellevue. There's enough for the rest of the corn out. Stuff we couldn't feed through the center. Also, we made a boo-boo. Oh well. Good enough. Here's what ground up stuff looks like. Crushes the corn. Now we just need that on a large 25,000 bushel scale. That's what we need. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna fill it with high moisture corn. Our big construction project is complete. We can't wait to fill it in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. All right, I'm gonna hop in the 7. We're gonna go get the other grain cart out. Because why not? We got nothing else to do. Alrighty, so to move the grain cart, we're gonna take the 7 because it's much more nimble. But we got a bunch of things in front of it, like the 6, 10 in the vac, and the semis. Because we gotta go out to the left because of the auger. So Nathan's getting the vac out of the way. All the semis are moved. So now we'll go ahead and get the grain cart. It needs a good power washing. Yes, we should have done it last year, but sometimes you can't get to everything, especially when you got later falls and you want to get all your tillage done. Tillage is more important than power washing, in our opinion, because that you make a lot more money getting your fall tillage done, getting that residue buried. All right, let's go. And yes, my GoPro died, that's why I'm using my phone. Just so you know. Way to go. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. I can smell that from here. Well, she's out. And then there was nothing. Just ghosted that semi down the hill. What that means is I used gravity and I didn't start the engine. And I used the built up air. So now we're gonna put some stuff away. This 1566 black stripe. Oh yeah. Good muscle. Black stripe means it was built in 1976 for the bicentennial of the US. So those are decently rare. Not rare, but they're decent. And this is a 1960s 656 phone haul. I gotta remember how to drive this thing. Definitely don't drive it much. In the words of the famous Paul Bunyan, don't worry about the horse, just load the wagon. Let's go combining. Well, she lives for now, but we need to replace the clean grain paddle chain that brings the grain from down below all the way up top. That's got to get fixed. You're good. Who does it better? I think we all know who wins. There we are. I'm gonna run this guy. Haven't even seen this thing move yet, but we need its hydraulic capacity because the 706 cannot move the grain cart. Oh, this thing is sweet. I am so happy we got one of these things. I don't see this every day. Since the 7 didn't have enough oomph to get this auger up, we kind of jackknifed the this guy in here. Hey, you know what? It gets the job done. Bet you never seen this before. Yes, we know. This should have been done last fall. But we're doing it now. That's all that counts. Right? Yep. And now we're going to do the very OSHA approved way of cleaning the top of your spout with a skid loader. Just had a truck breakdown outside of our farm, and he's got a whole coolant leak, so he asked for some water. We offered him antifreeze, but he's just going to leak it out, he said, so he just needs to get a new hose. So we're leaving him a spot to park. But that's just kind of what neighbors do. If I was broke down 30 miles from home, I'd want some help too. So that's just the neighborly thing to do. It could just be an Eastern Iowa thing, but I'd like to think farmers are nice people for the most part, and just about anybody would do that. So, it's all about paying it forward. Well, the dryer's still running. It's running pretty slow. It's having to take 10 points off. So, it's only unloading about 300 bushel an hour, something like that. But at least we're cooking corn. And I tell you what, guys, there's not a much better smell than cooking corn. It's better when it's a fall morning, when it's crisp, 30 degrees out, and you can see the plume of steam coming off, but it still smells great. So we're going to finish washing the grain cart, and then I got to head home. My sister is coaching volleyball for a local high school team, so I'm going to go help her or go watch her final home game and call it good. Cleaning. Don't mind this, but we're cleaning something. There you go. I know some of you people will be bothered by it. I'm not going to do much because I need a good scrub of dubbing on this, but I'll just go back to haul manure tomorrow anyway. This thing is a beast. This will be changed soon, don't worry. But cannot wait to see this thing in action sometime soon. Alrighty, Corn Dog and I need to go to a volleyball game. Well, she'll sit out in my car. But my sister's last volleyball game, like I said, is here tonight. So I need to scram and get up to that. No, not a good girl. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-da for now.